Let's try Sonic Raingasm.
That's a good one.
Yes, please
How
do
long
it.
is-
Do it. Do it.
Let's see.
Now.
Just do it.
I am not fucking with
See
you.
how
Do it.
long it is. I think I might cover it.
Sonic Raingasm is one of the
Yeah.
best fucking fan fictions made.
Yes, it is. It is.
Okay. All right. This is a spoof story and should be read as such. You have been warned. Sonic Raingasm by One Terrible Writer. Okay, let's go. Come on, Fluttershy, you can do it. I can't. Fluttershy scrunched up her little face in absolute concentration as Pinky pushed the juice box straw deeper into her nether regions. Straw jutted out from between her legs and into a full apple juice box. This is crazy. I believe in you, Fluttershy, Pinky whispered, squeezing Fluttershy's hoof. Use those muscles. Suck it all up. I'll try, but I don't think it works that way, Fluttershy cried out, and with a final squeak, there was a slurping noise, and the juice box crumbled as it was sucked dry. You did it! Pinkie Pie leaped onto Fluttershy and enveloped her in an enormous hug. Fluttershy just patted her stomach with a shock. Am I juice pregnant now? She gasped, feeling the cold juice sloshing inside her. The theater audience burst into rapturous applause as Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie took their bow, all apart from Rainbow Dash, who had started to sweat as she slipped out the back. She hadn't expected the Ponyville Town Show to take such a hot turn. Oh, Fluttershy, Rainbow moaned to herself as she scuttered along the dark streets of Ponyville, feeling a burning longing between her legs. Why must she love Pinkie and not me? It had been hell seeing Fluttershy on stage with the pink strumpet. Dash had sat at the back, squirming and writhing with barely understrained need. Fluttershy's ping-pong ball trick was bad enough once she had started planting those carrots. I have no idea what that means, so don't ask. Rainbow Dash shook her head to clear the fog. It was too late. She had her chance. If only she realized that Fluttershy had wanted Dash to pick her as her flying pet. Once she had chosen a tortoise instead, a tearful Fluttershy had fallen straight into the hooves of Pinkie Pie, and from those sugary clutches there was no escape. Dash didn't even like tortoises in that way. Thoughts of Fluttershy whirled about in her head. Rainbow Dash ducked behind a building and started to rub between her legs, letting out a long moan. Suddenly a panicked look crossed her face. No, not here, she whimpered, leaping into the sky, a rainbow streak heading towards the clouds far above Ponyville. Finding a sexy Nimbus cumulus, Dash planted herself firmly down and got to work on herself. Soon she was a nervous, twitching wreck, squirming and writhing in the cotton clouds until a final cry, she came hard. Sky exploded in a dazzling rainbow array to blast devastating surrounding clouds in a maelstrom of multicolored destruction, leaving only Dash at its center, panting and untouched and alone. Alone that it, apart from a pair of beady avian eyes that glinted in the darkness, hungrily watched the exhausted Dash. So, Gilda muttered to herself, the sonic raingasm is real. Good morning, Mrs. Cake. Good morning, Bon Bon. Good morning, Strum McAwesome Posture. Sorry. Rainbow Dash trotted to Ponyville happily the next day, basking in the sun and generally being cheerful, the frustrations of the previous night forgotten. It was another day full of opportunities and friends and fun, and a claw lurched out from a dark alleyway and grabbed Rainbow Dash by the neck, snatching the Pegasus pony into a narrow private space. A panicked Dash was face to face with Gilda! Dash squeaked as she looked up on the face of her once best friend. A smug-looking griffin who was even more impressive as her feathers ruffled in her face. Been a while, Dash, Gilda smiled, leaning in close, her beak tickling Dash's ear. I missed you. I mean, really missed you. Who's messaging me?
Not me.
Oh, it's sure not me.
Damn it. Hermitrash tried to scoot out of the alley, but was balked by the larger griffin. Biting her lip hard as Gilda pressed herself onto to Dash, talons stroking her wings as she cooed. Frustrations of the previous night suddenly hit Rainbow Dash like a freight train, and she crumbled under Gilda's spell. Oh, Gilda, I never realized you thought that way about me. I always thought, she trailed off. Let's go back to my place in the crowd and we get... No, Gilda snarled, placing a claw on Rainbow's rump. The pony's face turned a furious red from blushing. Let's make love here, Dash, here and now, or nothing. Rainbow Dash whined out in agony, her body shuddering at every touch, years of longing welling up. I can't, she whispered hoarsely. Please, Gilda, I never touched anyone like... I never told anyone this before, but I orgasm. I created a sonic raingasm, which has destroyed Ponyville. Oh, I know, Gilda hissed, leaning in ever closer, pressing her feathery chest to Dash. That's just what I want, Dash. Give yourself to me. Our love will destroy this miserable town. No, Dash cried out in betrayal. You just won me for my orgasm powers. Well, duh, Gilda rolled her eyes. It's hardly for your sparkling personality, Dash. I never believed in a sonic raingasm, but when I saw its power last night, I thought she never got laid at Flight Academy because she hated cock so much. This was actually partially true as well. In her youth, Rainbow Dash had been rabidly chicken racist, attending rallies with placards that read Celestia hates roosters and fowls are foul and picketing free-range farms. That was part of the reason she had formed such a quick bond with Fluttershy. Fluttershy kept her chickens locked up in a cage. They knew their place. While today Rainbow Dash went out to describe herself as biased towards chickens, she would give up on her seat on the bus for one. It hasn't made her popular at Flight Academy, though. She had been shunned by nearly all the creatures there, apart from Gilda. She had never known the touch of another, ever.
What would the picture?
Can I pause now?
Go ahead.
Just a big squirt.
What happened?
Why all of a sudden did we go from one thing to another? I thought we was going to go along the lines of dicks.
What?
Well, you picked it.
Next paragraph.
This is a next
Which was lucky, really, because the whole explosive rainbow orgasm deal. Okay, next. No, Gilda's wrong. I can't destroy Ponyville just to get my end away. Rainbow Dash panted, edging out of the alleyway. Okay, I mean, I can, but I think it might be morally wrong, you know? Gilda edged towards Rainbow Dash, intending on deflowering her. Dash looked around for any hope of escape before pointing behind Gilda. My Celestial Spirit is not a giant space muffin! Gilda smirked. You won't get me with such an obvious trick, Dash. Now come to Gilda. Or should that be... Gilda did not get to finish her sentence as a giant space muffin impacted on her skull. On closer inspection, it was not a giant space muffin, but in fact just a normal giant muffin, held aloft by a familiar Great Pegasus. Run, Dash! Derpy shouted as she threw the concrete-lined muffin away and raced with Dash to the safety of the street outside. Blinking into the sunlight, Rainbow Dash wiped a brow and Derpy smiled sheepishly back. I overheard what Gilda was saying. I couldn't help. Let her blow up Ponyville using your orgasm, Dash. Luckily, I was straight muffin, or we'd all be doomed. Now we can... Rainbow Dash just shook her head and ruffled Derpy's mane. Thanks for the help, Derpy, but that's up to me now. I need to team up with my friends and beat Gilda before she beats me. With that, Rainbow Dash trotted off, a determined look fixed on her face. Derpy's eyes began to water as she sat heavy on her haunches, staring after Rainbow Dash. But I'm your friend too, she whispered sadly. Dash raced along the streets of Ponyville, feeling the burning rising between your legs again. Gilda had turned her on. There was no doubt about it. After so many years of being alone, even the thought of that griffin was powerfully alluring, dangerously so. But would she destroy Ponyville just for the chance for some actual bodily contact? The truth was, the Rainbow Dash wasn't sure. Her only hope was that one of her friends would take pity on her and show her a good time so she could push Gilda out of her mind once and for all. Unfortunately, the first ponies Dash bumped into were Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie. Dash screeched to a shuddering stop in front of the two, her heart sinking into despair as she saw Fluttershy. The meek yellow Pegasus who haunted her dreams was standing there, her stomach swollen, fit to burst with a brow Pinkie Pie patting it. "Oh, hi, Dash," Fluttershy squeaked. "I guess I got you pregnant after all." She giggled slightly. Dash felt resentment rise in her loins, her heart pounding in her ears. Perhaps she should be with Gilda, perhaps. "It's amazing what an apple juice box can do," Pinkie Pie cooed happily, interrupting Dash's thoughts. "And just tonight, too. Fluttershy will be so happy together." Fluttershy suddenly fell to the ground, writhing in agony. "It's coming, Pinkie! It's coming!" As Pinkie knelt down to help Fluttershy, shouting encouraging words of "Push! Push!" Rainbow Dash looked on confused, not sure whether to help or just run away and pretend none of this had happened. Finally, with a loud pop, an object flew out of Fluttershy and rolled across the grass towards Rainbow Dash. Dash stared down at it. It was an orange. "What?" Pinkie screamed out as Fluttershy covered her eyes with shame. "He was sleeping with other juice boxes behind my back! Juice harlot!" Dash decided to leave them to it, and she left the orange too. Is this getting weird?
No.
Seeing the fruit had given Rainbow Dash an idea.
Nope.
Applejack! Applejack's farm was far away from Ponyville. Dash could make out with her, and the result Sonic Raingasm would only devastate her orchards. Ponyville would be safe. It was an excellent plan with no drawbacks. As she trotted towards Sweet Apple Acres, Dash practiced their plan to herself. "Hi, Applejack," she muttered, thinking of the best words to use to trick Applejack in sex. "So it turns out that I'm actually your cousin, so I guess I have to..." Reaching the nearest barn, she heard the trotting of hooves and carefully peeked inside. Her heart leaped. There was Applejack by some buckets of apples. Such a coincidence meant that Celestia must be smiling on her, though Rainbow Dash hoped she wasn't watching too. As she plucked up the courage to step forward and announce her fake family bond, she froze in shock. Applejack, having sneakily looked around to ensure nobody was watching, had taken an apple and pushed into her crotch. Dash's jaw went slack. She had always thought there was something strange about Applejack's love of apples, but none of that had gone this far. But nothing compared for what happened next. There was a frantic crunching noise, and from between apples lays was spat an apple core. Layback smiled. Delicious. Rainbow Dash ran like the devil himself was after her.
David Crotch!
Well, Rarity, no time to explain. I need you to run away with me and make love so I don't destroy Ponyville with my orgasm. Rainbow Dash burst into Rarity's shop at high speed, searching for the white unicorn. Rarity was the next obvious choice. Dash had always imagined Rarity had a huge libido. The amount she hung around with various unruly types like fashion designers and diamond dogs and spikes. So getting her to make out should be easy. There's only one spike, by the way. Her target in sight, Dash leaped towards Rarity, lifting the shocked unicorn's tail to find the delicious nothing? Rainbow Dash gasped in shock. Under Rarity's tail was no delicious candy bag, not even an asshole. Just smooth white marshmallow. Rarity turned around in annoyance, tossing her head at Rainbow Dash. Well, of course, Rainbow dear. You think I have anything else in the ceiling, is it? None of my family does. Much the high class to be dealing with such vulgar things. What, Rainbow Dash spluttered in confusion. She shook her head. That can't be true. Sweet was her sister, and she has an ass. She craps all over town. Rarity sighed at Rainbow Dash as one might at a petulant foe. Sweetie Belle is my regular sister. I spun her off a family of zebras for a few beads. I banged her stripes every night so she doesn't find out the truth. What? A little curly purple mane popped confusedly out of the nearby box. Rarity slammed the lid down and locked it. Now, Sweetie Belle, this is box time. You love me, box. You do. She cooed and then turned to Rainbow Dash. So what was this attempt at speed molestation all about? Well, Rainbow Dash looked bashful, kicking Ice back. Gilda's around and she wants to make me orgasm, but only in Ponyville. But if I orgasm, it'll make the sonic raingasm and destroy Ponyville, so I need to find some ponytails to run away with and get off so I can orgasm safely. Why don't you just do it manually? Rarity waved her hooves in Dash's face. I'm sure you know how to do that, right? Dash pushed again. Today is Rarity. I'm a virgin. I've never been with anyone else. Getting off on my own just isn't enough. My mind will keep coming back to Gilda and her warm, feathery embrace. I need another pony to push her out of my mind. You're in luck, Rarity grinned. I may not have any of your lewd equipment, but I can still reproduce. Get ready for the time of your life, Dash. With that, what seemed like a cloud of smoke erupted from Rarity's back, and little dandelion spores puffed out, floating across the Dash in a breeze. Fertilize me, Dash! Fertilize me! She cried as she continued to spore. I'll be right back. Rainbow Dash squeaked in terror as she leaped outside and slammed the front door. Then, for good measure, she nailed the door shut and breathed a sigh of relief. Okay, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. Twilight Sparkle winced as she slowly inserted the pencil into herself, deeper and deeper until the only tip was pointing out. Then carefully she squatted over a sheet of paper and started to move her body. Dear Princess Celestia, she began. Spike walked in, whirled around in one step, and walked out again.
Hi.
Hey,
Bye.
Twilight, what's with the Spike? He looks all Rainbow Dash trailed off as she entered the library, taking the scene before her. Oh, hi, Rainbow. Just writing a letter to the princess. She chirped happily as she moved her body over the paper. Oh, yeah, I can't wait until she reads this. That's... Rainbow Dash looked for the right words, but then decided that there were none and gave up. Seriously, Twilight? So she's way too old for you? She's like thousands of years old? That's older than Granny Smith, and you wouldn't? Twilight flushed bright red. Rainbow Dash felt something awful welled up inside her. You know what's why? Rainbow Dash drew her hooves up. I was totally going to let you get some and save Ponyville from a sonic raingasm, but seriously, no. Oh! She turned and stormed out of the library, feeling the heat between her legs well up again. This was it. Her friends have abandoned her. Her need was growing, and there was only one who could satisfy it. Gilda won. Ponyville's gone. I knew you'd come back, Gilda smirked, leaned against the wall of the alley. I know you too well, Dash. You're weak. Weak little pony who wants a foul time. She leaned close to Dash, hissing her ear. Griffins are relative to chickens, you know. Does that make you feel dirty? Frankly, no, it doesn't. Rainbow Dash simply trembled in front of Gilda. I've been trying to resist you, but it's just too much, Gilda. You're all I dream of. Take me, we'll blow up Ponyville together. The two locked together in a passionate embrace in that dark alley, kissing and writhing. Gilda shuddered as Rainbow Dash kissed down on her wings, and she returned a favor before laughing at her. Oh, Dash, I knew this is going to be a big one. Gilda held Dash down and started to straddle her as the two ground against each other. I'm going to lay you, Dash, lay you like a griffin. Her hips rocked harder, pushing her open against Dash's. Scummy, Dash, can you feel it? I'm going to lay my egg in you, and you can't resist it. Wait, egg? Gilda slowly pushed out an egg on the motion, pushing it into the blue Pegasus, which lay panting before her. She knew that Dash wouldn't last long, that soon the sonic raingasm would well up, annihilate Ponyville. As the egg made its way into the gas, then Dash Gilda smiled. This was going to be one explosive finale. Actually, Rainbow Dash leaned the hoof down and with one motion plucked the egg from inside her and crushed it. I'm good for eggs, Gilda, but you know what you can make with eggs? Gilda gasped out with a burst of energy. Dash pushed Gilda down and straddled at her return, pinning the griffin. To her horror, Gilda felt something emerge from Dash's slit, pushing it into her own as she struggled, slowly beginning to fill with what? Looking down, Gilda gasped in astonishment at the bready substance Dash was pushing out of her love tunnel and into Gilda. It can't be. Gilda whined as the biggest excuse pinning her down. You're not Dash. No, I'm not. Rainbow Dash, quote unquote, pulled off her fake rainbow mane to reveal the face of Derpy glaring back at her, shaking off the blue powder dye to unveil a gray coat. Derpy used one hoof to hold the panting Gilda down, and the other pushed the muffin, for that is what it is, deeper into Gilda's insides. I'm going to push this muffin so far to your ovaries that you'll be laying you muffins for the rest of your life. Derpy hissed, her face close to Gilda's. And if I ever see you near Dash again, that'll be the least of your worries. Oh, how much do I go? Okay, that's almost done.
Gonzo, could you send me the link to that fanfic?
As soon as I'm done.
All right.
As Derpy's hoof went deep into Gilda, Gilda's eyes derped. Derpy stood from the falling hill and brushed her hooves off. A job well done, she began to herself before freezing in horror. Before at the end of the alley was Rainbow Dash, her hoof between her legs, panting and red. I'm sorry, Rainbow Dash squeezed out in shame. I saw what was happening. I couldn't help myself, and now it's too late. I have no pony to love me. Derpy ran up to Rainbow Dash, holding the panic Pegasus in her hooves. There's still time. I'll do anything for you. You know that. Dash just laid back weakly, her helpless gasps getting more frequent. I saw you even took that egg that was meant for me. Sorry, Derpy. I just wasn't strong enough. I never realized how much you cared, and now all Ponyville will pay the price. Derpy embraced Rainbow Dash and locked the shuddering Pegasus in a passionate kiss. It's never too late, Rainbow Dash. Come on, I've got a job to do, and I got to do it properly. With that, Derpy gripped Rainbow Dash and leaped into the air, a blindingly fast streak arching in the atmosphere. For the second time that week, the skies above Ponyville were witness to another blinding rainbow display. But somehow this one felt happier. The end.
Oh,
Gotta love that story.
such a good story.
You are done?
Yeah.
Now what should we do?